Hello students. Next one is the domestic electric circuits. Hope everyone is very much aware about this domestic electric circuit concept is what. Clear? Domestic electric circuit means what? When the electric energy is distributed to the house, to the schools and to the offices, at that time how all these things are functionally, isn't it? How they are functioning, isn't it? That is what we wanted to be discussed, and that phenomena is called the domestic electric circuit. So whenever the electricity reaches to our house, so from that there is one, it is called the electricity meter, and through that meter wires are going to be distributed. So generally this consists of three wires. This domestic electric circuit generally consists of the three wires. One is called the live wire, second one is called the neutral wire, and the third one is called the earth wire. What the first one? Live wire. Second one? Neutral wire. Third one? Earth wire. The color of live wire is red. The color of neutral wire is black. And color of earth wire is green. Clear? So wherever if there is any, the work of this domestic electric circuit is going on, please go and visit and just see over there what type of the colors of the wires they are using. And immediately that electrician will tell you what are the things and how it is to be connected. And after getting the connections from the poles which is nearby the house, so then when it is allowed to pass through the electricity meter, all these things has to be followed. Clear? Now this is what it comprises of: live wire, neutral wire, earth wire. Live wire is red, neutral wire is black, earth wire is green. But the concept is that this earth wire is connected to one metallic body, and that metallic body is placed deep in the earth nearby the house. Why this earth wire might be there connecting to the metallic plate and they have just placed deep in the earth? The reason is that because in our houses we are using so many metallic appliances, and because of that metallic appliances, what happens, you know that might be there is sometimes metallic appliances means what, like the electric iron, electric heater and all those things, isn't it? When we are using, and from that material or from that appliances, if there any leakage of current is took place, so that this leakage of current will make contact, that is the potential difference will be maintained between what the this earth wire as well as between the live wire. That is what the reason it provides us to any, what we can say, it prevents or in several shock, isn't it, while using such type of appliances. That is what the use of this earth wire, and that is the reason they are placed deep under the earth, because you know that earth provides us the negative, isn't it, that is ground. Earth is always considered as the ground. That is what the reason. Okay, now when we discuss about this live wire, neutral wire, isn't it, this live wire is called the positive, neutral wire is the negative, and earth wire is what we can say, it is just to just prevent from any several shockings. Now this whenever we talk about this domestic electric circuit, this electric circuit has two type of switches at all times. If suppose you are using the high power appliances, those appliances which require the high power, then they are connected to the 15 ampere high power appliances. They are connected to which one better? 15 ampere. And those who require low power appliances, those who are low power appliances which works on a low power, they can be connected to what? At what circuit? 5 ampere circuit. So generally there are two type of circuits are there. One is the 15 ampere and the next one is what? The 5 ampere. 5 ampere is used for the low power appliances and 15 ampere is used for the high power appliances. Clear? This is what exactly the situation and what we can say how the electricity is distributed in our house. This is what that is called the structure of the domestic electric circuit. So there are three wires are there: earth wire, live wire, and this one is called as what? The neutral wire. This one is what? Neutral wire. So these three wires are like that. These two wires are taken from this electricity as well as the board fuse, because of from there itself I will tell you what is the use of the fuse, and already we have learned in case of the electricity. Clear? Now through that there is electricity meter, and through that electricity meter this live wire and the neutral wire is taken out. And remember that across this live wire and neutral wire the potential difference is always how much maintained? 220 volt is the potential difference is maintained between the live wire and neutral wire, isn't it? This is what the case. So 220 volt potential difference is maintained between the live wire and the neutral wire, and isn't it, these are the some of the sockets is taken so that from that you can connect to the whatever the required devices and the appliances. So this is what in general it is to be called as the connections in case of the domestic electric circuit. But there are some of the three important things needs to be discussed in case of the domestic electric circuit. One is called the short circuit, the second one is called the overloading, and the third one is called the electric freeze. As you know very well, in our country and wherever it is to be there, most of the many fatalities are going to be took place due to because of the short circuiting. Clear? Many accidents was happened due to because of the short circuiting. Now, why exactly this short circuiting happens? As we know very well, whatever the domestic circuits or the wires we are using in a domestic circuits, they are insulated. Insulated मतलब अंदर से अगर आप देखोगे तो कुछ अलग मटेरियल दिखेगा, या तो कॉपर दिखेगा या तो एल्यूमिनियम दिखेगा, कुछ भी दिखेगा, और ऊपर से एक इंसुलेटेड होता है. अब इंसुलेटेड क्यों होता है? क्योंकि which prevents any damage from the environment, as well as दो वायर में अगर ऐसे आ गए तो इन दोनों में कोई कांटेक्ट ना हो, इसलिए वो इंसुलेट होता है ऊपर से. क्लियर? नाउ इमेजिन दैट if suppose in a device we are using, and in that device some of the electrical wires are there, and maybe due to because of the damage of the appliances, what happens now, maybe due to because of the damage of the appliances, as well as if suppose the insulating of that wires get removed, and when they came in a contact, if they came in a contact, so what will happen? You know that immediately short circuiting will take place. Clear? What exactly happens during that short circuiting, isn't it? At that time, what happens when these two wires arrives in contact, then which provides the low resistance. If through that point, if the low resistance is observed or the low resistance is provided, so what will happen? The current will increase suddenly. Immediately the current will reaches to the maximum value. Clear? And which going to be damaged to the whatever the things is going to be observed in that premises. Clear? That is what exactly the short circuiting is there. So remember that whenever in case of the domestic circuits or any what we can see the shops and all the things, there this precaution has to be taken that the insulation of the wire should not be removed. Clear? So because of why? If it gets removed, what happens now? They will come in a contact and immediately the current will reaches to the highest value, and you know the spark will starts flowing, and the rest of the things you know very well. It can make the uncountable damage to the premises. Clear? Isn't it? So that is what the reason the short circuiting. To avoid the short circuiting, we need to take some of the steps. Now the one another concept related to the short circuiting, that is called the overloading. Now right now I told you that this overloading is also leads to the short circuiting. जब कभी अगर ओवरलोडिंग होता है घर पर, तभी भी किसको लीड कर सकता है? शॉर्ट सर्किट को. तो ओवरलोडिंग को कब होता है? जब मैंने अभी कहा लाइव वायर और न्यूट्रल वायर जब अगर कांटेक्ट में आ गए, उनकी इंसुलेशन अगर हट गई, निकल गई किसी एक्सीडेंट में, तो क्या होगा? वो कांटेक्ट में आएंगे तो क्या होगा? वहां का जो करंट होगा बहुत बढ़ेगा. दैट इज व्हाट कॉल्ड ओवरलोडिंग. और ओवरलोडिंग से क्या होता है कि आपकी जो वायरिंग होती है पूरी घर की, वो पूरी जल जाती है. क्लियर? एंड माइट इट पॉसिबल लीड्स टू द शॉर्ट सर्किट. क्लियर? और दूसरी चीज ऐसे भी होता है, अगर मानकर चलिए कि कोई एक सिंगल सॉकेट है और उस सिंगल सॉकेट में हमने बहुत सारे अप्लायंसेस कनेक्ट किए. अगर आप बहुत सारे अप्लायंसेस कनेक्ट करोगे तो क्या होगा कि उस सॉकेट में से जितना पावर लगता है, जितनी एनर्जी लगती है, उससे ज्यादा एनर्जी की डिमांड होती है. तो क्या करता है कि वो सॉकेट उतनी एनर्जी प्रोवाइड नहीं कर सकता. तो इसलिए क्या होता है कि ओवरलोडिंग से पूरा जो सॉकेट वो जल जाता है और आपको पूरा रिपेयरिंग करना पड़ता है. दिस इज व्हाट इट इज टू बी कॉल्ड ओवरलोडिंग. तो ओवरलोडिंग शॉर्ट सर्किटिंग को भी क्या करता है? लीड करता है. ठीक है. एंड द लास्ट वन इज द इलेक्ट्रिक फ्यूज. व्हाट इज द इलेक्ट्रिक फ्यूज? ऑब्वियसली सर, व्हिच प्रिवेंट्स डैमेज टू द appliances. That is what the reason. When this wire itself is allowed to pass through this electricity, we are using through the fuse only. क्योंकि मैंने कहा था फ्यूज तो कौन कौन से मटेरियल यूज किए थे, हमने सभी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी में बात की थी इसके बारे में. बट दिस इज व्हाट ओवरऑल डिस्कशन हैज टू बी डन. दिस इज व्हाट कॉल्ड द इलेक्ट्रिक फ्यूज.